Hey YouTube, welcome back to A Whole Ton Of. This video is going to be following us going from El Paso, Texas up to Las Vegas. The total trip was about 18 hours, about 16 hours of driving, 2 hours of charging over a span of 2 days. We stopped at Saguaro, which is some of the footage you guys see here, went to the Grand Canyon, and also stopped at the Hoover Dam. As always, if you guys wouldn't mind pressing that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. We have 2 more videos coming out of this road trip. Leave a comment below of anything that you guys would want to see in the future or anything that you guys had questions about on this trip. We're leaving El Paso, going on our next stop of the road trip, going to the Grand Canyon, and everybody's packed in the car. We have Bethia in the back with our 2 dogs, Collie and Mojo, as you guys saw on the initial stretch of this trip. Lucky enough, we didn't pack too crazy, but also the Model Y has a lot of extra hidden storage. But my sister got extra presents or wanted to bring extra things home. I don't know if she can tell you for herself. What'd you bring, Bethia?
Clothes.
So now we actually have extra luggage. My sister came with 1 suitcase when we picked her up in Dallas, and now she has 2 coming from the house, and now we are cramped in the car a little bit. Looks like our first Supercharger stop is in Deming, New Mexico. We're gonna get there with a 42% charge. It wants us to charge there for 45 minutes. I'm actually gonna look at a better route planner just to make sure that there's no better, more optimal routes. Right now in our destination on the Tesla, we have Saguaro. We have Saguaro National Park, and it says that we'll get there at 2:58 p.m. with a 9% charge. So we're actually gonna have to play around with the better route planner on our first Supercharger stop to make sure that we get to Saguaro. Why do they name it that? All right, to make sure that we get to Saguaro with enough charge. All right, see you guys in Deming, New Mexico. So we're at the Deming Supercharger, Deming, New Mexico Supercharger. We got here about 5 minutes ago. We've already gotten 42 miles of charge, so we got here around 120 miles. I think we got here with a little bit under 40%, like it was like 39 or 38%, so a few percent below what they estimated. It's at this Valero, basically just a gas station stop.
There's a restaurant in there too, but it's closed for Christmas.
If you guys can see, Better Route Planner is basically saying that we will charge, or should charge for 13 minutes to get up to 74%. It's only us here at the Superchargers, but we're getting 90 kilowatts right now. So we have another like 23% left of charge. Letting the car drive itself as always, since this is a nice long stretch, that's what it's useful for. But next stop is Willcox, Arizona. We actually put this in manually based on what a Better Route Planner told us. You can see that's hovering between 18 and 17% right now. So I'm guessing we'll probably get there closer to 10%, maybe let's say 12. But also we're in a safety corridor, so we don't know what that means. But if you're from New Mexico, definitely let us know what that means when you're on a highway. You see a sign that says safety corridor. I guess it was for tornadoes, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't have tornadoes down here. So I don't know what we're safe from, but at least we're safe from it. In a dust storm, pull off roadway, turn vehicle off, feet off brakes, and stay buckled. Luckily it's a beautiful day out here.
Those are good tips.
For some context, today is Christmas. So last night we were trying to go to sleep, and one of the houses like next to us in our Airbnb, they were like blasting music at 11 o'clock. We're like, okay, sure, it's Christmas. We wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and they're still blasting music. It's just loud bass and everything.
But also it's because it was Noche Buena.
Oh, Noche Buena.
Which is like what the Latinos, and I'm pretty sure those people were Mexican because of El Paso. celebrate the 24th.
They really celebrated too. That's crazy. I wouldn't be able to stay up. Wouldn't be able to stay up till 5.
Miami.
Till 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't get the cops called on them too.
Yeah, that I can't believe.
Whatever. Hopefully they had a good night. Hopefully you guys also had a good Christmas. It's Christmas right now, and this is what we're doing. But it's nice because the roads are pretty empty. I hope everyone's having a good Christmas on that note. So we got here 46 miles. I think it was about 15%. So we were a little bit off. That's a good thing. It says that we should be here for 15 minutes before we go on to the national parks, like Saguaro National Park. The Supercharger is getting pretty good rate, 132 kilowatts right now. This is the Supercharger in between us and Saguaro. There's another one, I believe, that's actually right outside of Saguaro in Tucson. So it should be fine either way. The dogs are very anxious. They really want to go on a walk. Right, Collie? One thing to note is that we're no longer in New Mexico. We actually made it to Arizona. So we're right on the border of Arizona. I think we passed it about 30 miles ago. And we're getting closer and closer to our destination. We still have about 6 hours until we get to Flagstaff, Arizona. But yeah, we'll see you guys at Saguaro. This is using regenerative braking at its finest. It's a nice little curve in Saguaro National Park. It's crazy that people bike this.
Yep.
Especially, imagine biking this in the summer heat.
Oof, no.
Wow. Good thing we buckled in Mojo because this is going to be a curvy ride.
Apparently there might be tortoises around here.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Wow.
So beautiful.
So we're in Saguaro National Park. I don't know if you guys see the moon up there. So she found the one that she wanted. This one has arms. I don't know. Is that what they're called? So we're at the Tucson Supercharger after going to Saguaro National Park, getting 123 kilowatts. Cool thing is, there's actually a Model X here that is towing a trailer. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let's see if we can get some drone footage of this area. Just left the Tucson Supercharger. Also, thanks to Christy for driving. She's taking this stretch. You guys will see in the drone shot that there is basically a Model X at the Tucson Supercharger that was towing a trailer where basically his family can eat in, and it has kitchen, beds, and all that. And he was saying that by towing this trailer, which was about 5,000 pounds, that sometimes he even sees his range drop 3x, barely reaching like 100 or 90 miles between each stop. Probably something we might want to get later on in our lives if we actually do decide to keep the Cybertruck. If we ever do get the Cybertruck and we do decide to keep it, seems like a nice thing to be able to pull around and have bathrooms and kitchen and multiple beds. The guy has a lifetime supercharging, free supercharging, so he got his Model X just on the bare end of that deal. So lucky for him, he was able to stop everywhere. I think he was coming from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He went up to the Grand Canyon, now he's headed back to Louisiana. So that whole trip, even though supercharging isn't that expensive, that whole trip is all free to him. So we are here in Phoenix with the 9% charge. Basically, this is going to be our last supercharger stop before Flagstaff. So we're going to try to charge, it says 30 minutes, but probably even longer than that. Not much else to report. We're going to eat because we got some Thai food, so we can sit here for those 30 minutes and eat. I'm going to sit in the back. They don't like their food.
Well, it's not the best Thai fried rice I've ever had.
I mean, look at that. It looks pretty good. Yeah. The rate of charge that we're seeing, 143 kilowatts. Super fast. It's a 150 kilowatt charger. There's only 3 Teslas here. I think there's 16 stalls total. I'm glad that we're charging at this fast of a rate, but we're also still pretty low. Enjoy your Thai food that you guys hate. We made it to Flagstaff, Arizona. As you guys can see from my eyes, I'm super tired. It's a long final 2 hours from Phoenix. 92 miles left. The nice thing about this hotel is it actually has a destination charger. And there we go. There you have it. It's been a long night, but gonna get our bags out of the frunk and then gonna call it a night. See you guys tomorrow morning. These are tribes of the Grand Canyon. Tucson, Arizona Supercharger, which is right outside of the Grand Canyon. There's about 12 stalls. There's another Tesla over there, but that's a destination charger that's charging on.
It was good. We got cold. Mojo was crying the whole time because his feet was cold.
Yeah, so it's 19 degrees outside. I'm sure it's even colder out there when you're exposed in the actual canyon itself. The dogs aren't allowed on non-paved trails. They're only allowed on the south rim, like paved trails. So it was cool to see the sunrise as you guys saw the time lapse. Maybe we'll come back hopefully at some point and we'll hike. Apparently there's a 21-mile hike.
From rim to rim.
21-mile hike from rim to rim. Mojo is cold. Into the camera. The Flagstaff Supercharger, about to leave. We just checked out of our hotel. This is a new notification for us, but I think what they mean by that is there's one other car right here, but basically on the other side of the dumpster. It's not a dumpster, by the way. I think it's it's electronics or electric stuff for the charger itself. Behind me, you can see that there's 3 other cars that are charging currently. We are sitting at the Supercharger forever because everybody's using it apparently, and we are witnessing a situation. I can't smile because I feel bad, but each one of these people at this car, they walked out one at a time to check on, I guess they have friends charging at the Tesla, and then the very last person that came out was that little kid who apparently left all the doors locked. So now they're arguing about how they're going to get back into their car. And Christy says that's why it's nice to have a Tesla, because I guess you have the app. But even then, what if you lock your phone and your phone key in the car? I guess you can have somebody log in online. Their window's slightly open though, so maybe they can do something about that. But what's happening is that they have a bunch of different objects that are like long stick-like objects. One of them is like a fake flower. The other is like a candy, like a fake candy thing. So you see her holding the flower, it's like a fake flower. They had like a dog thing. You guys can probably see the candy cane that she's holding up. She just put it down on the ground. Those people did get into their car, so good news for them. We're not bad people, right? For just watching and laughing.
Well,
we didn't have anything to offer. Yeah, we were thinking about it, but I didn't want to like jump in and act like I could do better than them because
no mansplaining here.
Well, she was trying to make me. So we're headed to Hoover Dam, and then we're gonna go to Las Vegas. And then we need to figure out where we're going for the next week because we have a whole week before we get back home. Potentially Aspen, but that's to be decided. So right now we're headed to Hoover Dam. We charged to 80%. And one fun thing that I've been playing with recently is looking at the graphs. So, oh wow, look at this. We're already doing worse than what we anticipated. basically what this is showing is that we started at 80% when we took off when we started the trip from the Flagstaff Supercharger, and based on this line we should have been in around 35 when we get there, but we're already dropped about 6% of that efficiency. That's one fun thing. I think we'll try to play around with that graph a little bit more and understand and track those trips a little bit better, so we can show you guys what it looks like when we're driving through mountains and whatnot. But you can see on here the regenerative braking is completely green, and you can see down here we're at like negative 300 watt hours per mile.
Out of the side of the hill we were up here.
Yeah. See, our average dropped down to 61 watt hours per mile. So this is the line for the Hoover Dam. This is, the security check. We're almost in. Hopefully they don't turn us away for the dogs.
Is that the bridge?
So this is even the deep side. The other end is the scarier one that's actually the 700 feet high.